Hello and welcome to Scientifically Speaking. We're doing a video today about the Emerald Tablet. The reason I'm doing this is because Mr. Sister there told me Thoth's Emerald Tablet and the key to the universe, as above so below, magnetism, correct? So I went to have a look. So I've pulled up a couple of articles. This one is called Ancient Origins. I don't know anything about the site. I just put in Emerald Tablet, the legendary Emerald Tablet. So we're just going to have a look and see if the Emerald Tablet, which is supposed to do with transmuting metals and alchemy and hermetics and stuff like that, it's saying it's got the information of how to turn base metals into other metals. So mercury into gold or something like that. So that's as much as I know about it from quick scanning for 5 minutes. So let's have a look and see what it says about the legendary Emerald Tablet and its secret of the universe. The origins of Western alchemy can be traced back to a Hellenistic Egypt, in particular to the city of Alexandria. One of the most important characters in the mythology of alchemy is Hermes Trismegistus, Hermes the Thrice Great. The name of this figure is derived from the Egyptian god of wisdom, Thoth, and his Greek counterpart, Hermes. The Hermetica, which is said to be written by Hermes Trismegistus, is generally regarded as the basis of Western alchemical philosophy and practice. In addition, Hermes Trismegistus is also believed to be the author of the Emerald Tablet. Excuse my pronunciation of words I've never said before. Legends of the Emerald Tablet. The Emerald Tablet is said to be a tablet of emerald or green stone inscribed with the secrets of the universe. The source of the original Emerald Tablet is unclear, hence it is surrounded by legends. The most common stories claim that the tablet was found in a cave tomb under the statue of Hermes in Tiana, clutched in the hands of the corpse of Hermes Trismegistus himself. And the creator of the Emerald Tablet has been provided in myth as the Egyptian god Thoth, who Armado May writes, divided his knowledge into 42 plates of emerald, codifying the great scientific principles ruling the universe. The legend tells that after the god's fall, the hermetic tablets were cleverly hidden so that no human being might find them. Only Thoth, on his return to that dimension, was able to recover the mysterious book. Another legend, son of Adam and Eve. Alright. So what's written on it? We'll get to that in a bit. Alright, so we'll get rid of that one. You could go to places like this, Crystal Links, the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, but I don't want to make this a crazy video, so you can go and look at it yourself. So we'll go to Wikipedia for the Emerald Tablet. I'm going to have to say that name again, aren't I? The Emerald Tablet, also known as the Smaragdine Tablet or the Tabula Smaragdina, is a compact and cryptic piece of the Hermetica reputed to contain the secret of the prima materia and its transmutation. It was highly regarded by European alchemists as the foundation of their art and its Hermetic tradition. The original sources of the Emerald Tablet are unknown, although Hermes Trismegistus is the author named in the text. Its first known appearance is in a book written in Arabic between the 6th and 8th centuries. The text was first translated into Latin in the 12th century. Numerous translations, interpretations and commentaries have followed. Despite the claims, the tablet's text. I took the Latin text here and I brought it up to have a look at it and gave it to Google. Influence, let's just see here for a second. Blah, blah, blah. Anything interesting? Nope. So basically, it's holding the secrets of the universe to how to transmute metals. All right. So let's have a look at what this Latin changes into. So I just made a video showing about magnets and how they truly connect to each other, that the north and south fields must connect at the inertial line, which on the planet Earth would be the equator. North and south must scroll into one another, so they come out of the poles and they go into the inertial line. Now this has been actually shown by suspicious observers and independent research scientists that there are a bunch of tubes around our equator. I did a video on it 3-4 years ago, and I called it clutch braking at the inertial line. Clutch braking at the inertial line. I'll try and bring that up after. Because I said that's where they met, and then suddenly people are finding all these tubes at the equator, which shouldn't really be there if magnetism is as they say. So Mr. Sister asked me to look into this, so I'm going to read this out, and then we're going to see if we can equate it to magnetism or electromagnetism. Okay, but without error, certain and true, what is below is like what is above, and that is superior to that which is below to accomplish the miracles of one. And as all things come from one mediation is one, so all things were made from this single adaptation. Sun is its father, the mother is the moon. The wind carried it in its belly, a nurse is the earth. Father of perfection throughout the world, its power is integrating if it be turned into earth. Thou shalt separate the earth from the fire, the subtle from the gross, sweetly with great industry. It rises from the earth, the sky, again down to earth, and receives the superior and inferior. Thus thou hast the glory of the whole of the world, drive away all shadows. This is the whole of the strength of the strong force, for it vanquishes every subtle thing and penetrates every solid thing. Thus the world was created. Hence proceed wonders which is here. Therefore am I called Hermes the thrice great, having the three parts of the philosophy of the whole of the world, the complete what I said about the operation of the sun. Now that last line there, the complete what I said about the operation of the sun, let's automatically assume it's electricity and magnetism, because that's how the sun operates, which has been proven in science over the last 20 years, that the sun is what controls our climate, which has been discovered and proven over the last 5 years. So back to the beginning. Let's see what we can pull out of this to see if this is describing an electromagnetic event. But without error, certain and true, what is below is like what is above. Well, magnets are the same on each side, but one is inferior, one is superior. And that is superior to that which is below to accomplish the miracles of one. You see, it starts with electricity. Electricity through matter produces magnetism. Magnetism through matter produces electricity. So all things come from one thing. And as all things come from one mediation is one, so all things were made from this single adaptation, which to me makes it either magnetism or electricity. The combination of both brings a single adaptation because it's always a cascade. The sun is its father and the mother is the moon. The sun is where we get our EM field from. If there was no sun, we wouldn't have an EM field. Our EM field is powered by the electromagnetic system that we are in, which is the sun. So the sun is the father. The mother is the moon. I'm not 100% certain about that. Maybe it's a wrong translation. Don't know. The wind carried it in its belly. I've got videos of me talking about how there is no wind. There is only the movement of energy within an electromagnetic field, which makes the field rotate, which moves matter. Energy moves matter. Matter cannot move itself. You have to induce energy to get matter to move. And that's what the wind is. Electromagnetic movement. A nurse is the earth. Well, if you put electricity in the earth, out comes magnetism. Electricity through matter gives magnetism. Magnetism through matter gives electricity. Father of perfection throughout the world. Well, all the trees are electromagnetic flares, like static, from the planet. Going through the inertial plane of a seed, add water, you have growth because energy moves matter. Energy attracts matter, matter covers energy, energy moves matter. Its power is integrating, as if it be turned into earth. Everything has magnetism in it. It's integrated into everything in the universe. Thou shalt separate the earth from the fire, the subtle from the gross, sweetly with great industry. Now, the earth from the fire, a flame is an electromagnetic flare when electricity pulls in oxygen, forces it through the inertial plane of the material and creates an electromagnetic flare on the outside, which is normally some kind of colour flame. If you take the matter from the flame, all you are left with is electromagnetism, invisibility. All energy is invisible until it meets matter. So You could separate the earth from the fire. You could take the matter out of the fire. The subtle from the gross. This could be to do with electromagnetic imaging and knowing people's thoughts. And sweetly with great industry just means it was easy. It rises from the earth, which it does. Magnetism, electromagnetism. The sky is held up by electromagnetism in a giant crystal lattice that you can't see. Again, down to earth, which is where it comes down at the equator, and receives the superior and inferior, because you have a north and a south. One is inferior to the other. It just depends on whether it's a dominant or inferior field. Thus thou hast the glory of the whole of the world. The glory of the whole of the world is electromagnetism. And if you could see electromagnetism, you would know that it's rainbows. Rainbows everywhere. It drives away all shadows. Electromagnetism as light actually does light everything up. We just can't see it. This is the whole of the strength of the strong force, for it vanquishes every subtle thing and penetrates every solid thing. The only thing that penetrates every solid thing is electromagnetism. You can't stop it. Thus the world was created. When God spoke the world into existence, he created an energy wave. This energy wave entered the earth, became electromagnetism, which is what you vocalizing words is, and it's an expression of an electromagnetic expression of air passed through the inertial plane of your throat and changed from air into a different vibration. So thus the world was created. God spoke it into existence. His voice sent out energy, an energy wave. That hit the earth. It caused electricity inside the earth, which caused the magnetic field. This was already going on with the sun, of course, which once its field was generated, its field started rotating the earth. The earth doesn't rotate on its own. The sun rotates the earth. Hence proceed wonders, which is here. And that's all the plants and everything on here. They're all grown by electromagnetism. If there was no energy on this planet, it would look like the moon. There is no other reason for plants to grow. They have to have energy and they have to have structure, which is basically like the static that is coming off this planet, goes through the inertial plane of a seed with water and turns it into plant growth and electromagnetism. Therefore I am called Hermes the thrice great, having the three parts of the philosophy of the whole world. The complete, what I said about the operation of the sun. So he's talking here, again at the end there, about the operation of the sun. Well, we've come to realise that the operation of the sun is electricity and magnetism. Thanks very much. Thanks again, Mr. Sister. I follow the Christ, and I love it when people send me stuff like this. Yeah, the book, the Emerald Tablet, is how electricity and electromagnetism can turn any base metal into gold. Now, if you go and see the Thunderbolts project and the Sapphire project, you will see that they created an artificial electric sun inside a chamber, and when they turned it on, they accidentally left it on at one point and it melted their probe, and when they investigated, they found it had created base metals. There was none of these metals were present in the chamber. They put in a gas as a, I can't remember what's the word, as a catalyst. There we go. They put in a catalytic gas to react with the EM field so they could actually see something happening. And what actually occurred was they created base metals which were not in there. So this just shows that the Sapphire project is truly correct on how the sun works, and that you can change base metals into gold by electricity and magnetism. Thanks very much. My name is Lee. I follow the Christ, and some things are just dead easy to see. Thanks a lot.